NDTV Hindu.
Hi, I am not a commander. I am Chef Dev. I love pets as I love cooking. As all the chefs says, cooking is passion. Even cooking is passion to me also. So I am running a Rhapsody restaurant here. It's an Italian restaurant, so I'm an Italian chef here. So initially, I got passionate about Italian cuisine. So starting, I read about Italian cuisine, and in between, in the span of 5 years, I started, practicing it, and I am running a restaurant now. My commandment is be healthy, so I'm going to use a lot of healthy recipes and as well as homemade recipes. So you can come and join with me. My first recipe is protein full recipe. It's double bean soup with parmesan fresh basil. We'll start with that. Double bean soup with parmesan and fresh basil. Double bean boiled, 150 grams. Vegetable stock, 250 ml. Fresh basil leaves, 2 number. Basil oil for garnish, few drops. Grated parmesan cheese, 15 grams. Salt to taste. Pepper to taste. Carrot, onion, celery leeks, around 15 to 20 grams. For this recipe, basically you can use either butter or olive oil. So as I said earlier, my recipe is full of health concepts. So if you want to avoid butter, you can avoid. But right now I'm using little bit of butter. Here I'm using little olive oil. Let it get heat. In the meanwhile, I'll chop some merpua. This is some leeks. This is an onion family. If you don't find leeks, you can substitute with onions. I'm using some celery as well. The celery really gets you a flavor out. Once you have your soup, really the flavor jumps in your mouth. I use some basil. I always prefer fresh basil rather than the dry one. I got some boiled beans ready over here. It's a double bean. Overnight you have to soak and cook it for around 30 to 35 minutes. It will get ready. So really how to, if it get mashed also doesn't have any matter because anyway going to puree it. So as I said, it's a protein full of soup. It's a bean got really high quantity of protein. So what I done is when I boil the bean, I remained that extract of the stock which I cooked the bean. So I'll add a little bit of that so that I can retain the protein. If you want to add some vegetable stock, you can add it, maybe a little bit. This soup is basically for all the ages, maybe the elder people, maybe the kids, youth people, everyone can have it. This could be the right consistency for the soup. This will be the right consistency for the soup. So people who love non-vegetarian, they can mix some chicken puree or meat mince or something. They can mix in the soup and they can have. It will be really good. I'll just add some salt and some pepper as well. And almost the soup is ready. The soup is ready to go. I'll just add a little of that extract of that bean. Try to retain the protein and minerals wherever it is possible. Basically, once you blanch the vegetables, don't throw out the water. Maybe any vegetable preparation like risotto or something, use the same water. It will be really, it will build up the proteins and minerals which is gone waste. Now the soup is ready. I'll just decorate with some basil oil. Basil oil is the fresh basil leaf just blanched in the water and just shock it in cold water. Then you basically blend it out and mix it with some olive oil and strain it out very finely. So if you want to put some fresh basils, you can do that also. Finally, you want some cheese, you can just add. Those who want to avoid the cheese, they can do that. Now the protein full double bean, parmesan and basil soup is ready.